Are you interested in buying yourself some Haikyuu merch? From Karasuno High Team, to Nikoma High Team, Shiratorizawa Academy Team, and Fukuoka Academy Team. Go click the link in my description box now, and get some awesome discounts from 17% up to 71% off. They offer you free shipping as well. So, what are you waiting for? Link in the description.
You may have gotten the wrong man. All I want is you. I'm infatuated with you. In such an absolutely endearing way.
The next day, their training began as usual. BOKUTO previously had a lot of intentions of teasing AKAASHI every moment he would feel like. But after last night, he has somewhat become cautious. BOKUTO-san, you don't have to do this, give it to me. Are you sure? Yes. BOKUTO handed over the task to AKAASHI that he was given to do. You sure do spoil me a lot. Okay, now you will have to arrange the crockeries. You will be doing this in pair. Fortunately for BOKUTO, he was paired up with AKAASHI. They went to their designated room. They were doing their tasks while AKAASHI spoke. You know, right, that being around in the public, it's dangerous for you? I know. You shouldn't be here. But they don't know that I'm the crown prince. Everybody thinks Kuru is going to be the crown prince. AKAASHI looked down at the mention of the name. Are you worried about me? AKAASHI nodded in affirmative. Yes. BOKUTO smiled. I'm happy. For what? That even for some reason, you think about me. Of course I do. I always think about you. BOKUTO smirked. AKAASHI realized how his inner thoughts slipped his mouth. He corrected himself at once. I mean, it's natural. Generation after generation our family has been serving under yours. It's natural for us to care about you. And apart from that, the crown prince should be somewhere safe, especially at this crucial time. It's okay, jeez. You know how much I hate confinement. It's for your own safety. Aren't you worried at least a little bit? Why should I be? BOKUTO drew nearer towards AKAASHI, whispering. When you are here with me. BOKUTO blocked AKAASHI with his two hands on either side of him, resting on the shelf, which was behind AKAASHI, confining him to that little place. BOKUTO's face was so close, it seemed like he was going to kiss AKAASHI, yet he refused to make direct contact. You want it, don't you? Asked BOKUTO in his mind. AKAASHI's eyes shot wide open. Their lips were near yet apart, separated by a mere thin paper's width. As if a lustful but stubborn butterfly played around a flower petal, denying to kiss it. With the tease, AKAASHI's heart fluttered. He moved slightly towards BOKUTO, as if he couldn't hold back any longer, and was ready to submit to whatever BOKUTO would do to him. Yet BOKUTO lifted his face and skillfully dodged his lips. BOKUTO moved back holding a cup in his hand, which he supposedly took from the shelf behind. BOKUTO, there's the cup. I was looking for it. Then he looked teasingly at AKAASHI, whose face was already tinted with bright red out of embarrassment. BOKUTO-san. What's wrong? And why is your face so red all of a sudden? It's nothing, now if you will excuse me. Saying that, AKAASHI hurried off to work. Sorry AKAASHI. But I'm really having a lot of fun to see you like this. It was a mistake. My ass. I know you still yearn for me. However way you may keep denying it. But the truth will not change. And I will make you admit it. AKAASHI hurried to his room and closed the door behind him. What was I thinking? After all these years. After all what happened, what I promised. How could I even think of repeating the same mistakes? Flashback. 2 years ago. What were you thinking? I love him, father. How dare you say that? You think he's some commoner like us? It's not a fancy world that you've built in inside your head. I really love him. What do you think the king will do if he gets to know about this? Didn't you see what he did with the Kozume family after he learnt about Kenma and Kuru? But they are still together. You have really gone mad. Kuru had to pay a huge price for it. He is even stripped off of the position of crown prince. Do you want the same thing to happen with Bokuto? No, I don't. Cut off ties with him. How can I do that? I haven't even told him how much I love him. He knows. The way he looks at you, it's obvious that he feels the same for you. And that's the reason why you should end it before things get serious. And I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. It's for everyone's good. And you'll leave the castle immediately. I'll manage the rest here. End of flashback. Things can't keep on going this way. I need to do something. 10 PM. Akashi was reading a book before going to bed. He heard a knock. And it was coming from the window. Things felt like a déjà vu. You couldn't sleep again. No, sorry Akashi. But only for the night. Let me crash here. Akashi didn't restrict anymore. This continued for days. Bokuto would use any possible opportunity to tease Akashi and even sleep with him on the same bed at night, using excuses. Things were gradually becoming unbearable for Akashi. Until one night, he decided, I'm gonna end this forever properly this time. The next day. Your 1 month tenure is over. Today and tomorrow will be your off day. From day after tomorrow the next training session would start. By the time they were dismissed from the assembly it was already 6 PM. Akashi went back to his room and Bokuto followed him. You need anything? Not really, why? It's not bedtime yet. So. Wow, it really hurt me Akashi. Can't I just come by at times? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. Anyways, look what I have brought. How did you get these bottles of liquor? Bokuto winked and said. That's a secret. Okay, so. He continued after closing the door of the room behind it. Drink with me. I literally didn't get to taste even a drop of it in this entire month. It's prohibited to drink in here. Oh please. Behave like a normal human being. Plus, it literally took me a lot of work to get hold of these. I can't just throw them away. So drink with me. But I'm not good with. I know, you're not good with liquor, but this one is really mild. It won't be a problem. It's literally a waste to try and argue with you once you set your mind. Did you bring glasses? Bokuto grinned delightfully. Yes, I have brought them.